Hello there, welcome back to Dis-Cember. I'm Scotty, you're not, and we're a two. Oh, that's right, it's sequel day. We're looking at Lion King at 2, Simba's Pride. A title that I didn't get back in the day. I'm like, I watched the movie and went, what's he so proud about? Is he proud of his daughter? Sure. What I didn't know is that pride meant litter of children. Although we only see one of his children in this. He does have another child that was retconned later for a Disney Junior show. Yeah, Keone? Keone? Yeah. And he was born first. So technically, the kid at the end of the first film was him! Ha! Anyway. Yeah. The story here is it's, Romeo and Juliet. Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, Simba's daughter, Kiara, falls in love with the daughter of someone from the Pride Lands who is not Scar. We'll get into it. Named Kovu. Yes. And it becomes Romeo and Juliet. So here's the big elephant in the room. Okay. Kovu is not Scar's son because Michael Eisner, who was in charge of Disney at the time, said, well, that would make him Kiara's cousin, and you can't do that. But, Mikey, do you not know how animals work? Animals don't give a fuck if they're related. They will just, get it on with anyone. I mean, look at the pride of Simba's in now. There are more women. There are more males than females. Hello. Simba and Nala are probably already related. That's how animals work. It doesn't matter. A female can give birth to a male baby 2 years later. They be banging. It don't matter if they are mother and daughter or father and or mother and son, father and daughter, cousins. Animals do not care. But I guess since it's a kids movie, they're like, we can't make it Yui. Well, the problem I have is that if you're even thinking Yui like that, then you are the problem, not because if you're thinking of their animals, it doesn't matter. Fine, but if you think, oh well, wait, they're cousins, maybe you need to see if it's a kid's risk, because maybe you need. I don't know, or maybe you need to stop watching too many of the certain videos that start with the P and sound like horn, because maybe your head's all messed up from those. I'm just saying, but maybe as a kid I would, but as an adult I can see it and I know better. I can see it as, well, they're animals. It doesn't matter. Whatever. What? Who cares? But Michael Eisner apparently cared and said they can't be. The problem is, he looks just like Scar. Both him and Nuka, who's voiced by Andy Dick, they both look like Scar. You couldn't have redesigned them? Color the fur something different? They look just like Scar. It feels like they took the script, they had a character design already ready, and they just changed it from cousin to son of this Outlander lady who was never seen before. And they have to emphasize that it's not Scar's son. Because one of the first things when you show Nuka and Vitani is like, well, he's not even Scar's son. We get it. Okay, you don't want him to be Scar's son. Then don't have him look just like Scar. There's literally a dream sequence in which he turns from Scar into Kovu. Because I think that they just changed some of the dialogue in the voice recordings, but didn't change any of the animation because it was too late. I don't know. It's It's really not that big of a deal if they were cousins. I know that some parents out there are like, well, we don't want the show, we don't want that kind of message for kids, and I get that. But then you need to have your kids understand. Sit them down and talk to them and say, it's okay for animal cousins to like each other like that, because animals, it doesn't matter. They're all animals, they're all under the same thing. They're not really related type things. I know it's weird, but that's how it is. Animals don't differentiate like we do. I'm just saying. You need to have your talk with your kids instead of being offended by something that you shouldn't be offended by. Like I said, the main plot is Romeo and Juliet. You know, you get to start the songs. Let's start with the songs here. The songs are fantastic. We start with "He Lives in You," which was at the end of the Broadway versions, and they put it at the beginning here, and we see that they have a Princess Kiara. It is the girl, and well, I think Timon and Pumbaa's reaction would be Twitter. Now, if it happened, like, it's a girl, but it's called the Lion King. Yeah, but Simba's the Lion King, and it's his pride. Pride of the king. But, like, yeah. That would be Twitter's reaction now. No, I'm not calling it that. It's Twitter. And, you know, he should never change. Elon Musk should have never. I don't know why I did that. Elon Musk should have never changed Twitter's name to X, because if you get 3 notifications from X at the same time, I refer you back to my comments about the videos that start with P and sound like horn. Yeah. I even put it out to Big LT. I'm like, this is why he shouldn't change to X. And he's like, yeah. I had 3 of those notifications in a row, and the notification logo is an X. So 3 X's. This is not the America's Got Talent or anything, you know. Anyway, I say anyway a lot, don't I? By the way, so yeah, we introduced, and they faint when they find out it's a girl, but yeah, they're assigned to watch Kiara, because I don't know, girls are more dainty than guys, but in recent years, this was 96, 98, 98, right? By the way, for years, I defended this movie, and people kept saying it was direct-to-video, and I kept saying, no, it went to theaters. With this animation, there's no way it could be direct-to-video. It was direct-to-video. I actually looked it up this time before, because I was going to go on a rant about it, and I'm like, I'm finally going to tell people off that it is in the theater, but I had to look to make sure, and it was direct-to-video. I don't remember that. I remember it coming out, but I thought it was... I remember watching this on the Wonderful World of Disney Saturday nights. Does that mean I should have reviewed this on a Tuesday? No, because it came out on video first, but yes, it is direct-to-video, but the animation, you could not tell. This is good quality animation. Maybe not as good as the original, but still good quality. Better than the Aladdin direct-to-video sequels, for sure. Yeah, so Kiara's on her own, except for she's being followed by Timon and Pumbaa. We get a babysitting joke when they're at the watering hole, and Pumbaa jumps in after her, but can't find her, and we get Timon, there's a joke. Pumbaa, let me define babysitting. Well, Simba, the good news is we found your daughter. The bad news is we dropped the warthog on her. I guess I reversed those lines, but yeah. She's fine, but she goes off on her own. She ditches them, and then she runs into Kovu, and they have a little scrimmage. He doesn't know what playing is, because he's raised by the outsiders. So it's explained, sort of. You kind of have to put things together, but apparently there were a group of lions Again, mostly women. The lionesses, but except for Nuka and Kovu, that were exiled because they still supported Scar. Yeah, I'm calling bullshit. I'm calling bullshit. Because in the original, Scar had the Pride Lands in his clutches. Nobody was on Scar's side. It was him and the hyenas. And they never. No. There was no one on his side. But for the purposes of this, they have to do that. None of these characters were there, but apparently Kovu was already born, so he's older than Kiara, but does he know Kion? Because Kion's the older one, I don't know. But, yeah, so they're separated, and then Zira comes up with a plan that she's going to train him, have him grow up, and then infiltrate Simba's Pride Rock by pretending to be in love with Kiara. Yes. And then the monkey gets a message from the great beyond, and Mufasa, saying, saying that he should get them together. I forgot about something. So this whole thing about Kiara and Kovu being related, you know what? The new movie is retconning Mufasa being related to them anyway. So technically they're not related. Yeah, if you've seen the trailer, it is shown that Mufasa is adopted into Scar's pride. Bullshit, I know, but they gotta retcon something. I don't know. It's bullshit for the sake of having another movie. But yeah. I hate the live action design of Scar. It's so uninteresting. It's so unoriginal. It doesn't even look like the one from the cartoon. It just looks so blah to me. I don't know. I'm not interested in this prequel, Mufasa, whatever. It's stupid. There's too much retconning. Why do we need it? Just do a sequel. Why are we doing this? You could just do a live action adaptation of this movie I'm talking about now instead of a prequel nobody asked for or wanted, and it's not needed because you're just retconning shit that's not true. But according to this new movie, they're not actually blood related, so it's okay. And that's the only thing I can think of is that they're going to make a live action version of The Lion King 2, but they want Kovu to be Scar's son, so they're doing this one first to retcon them being actually related so they can do that and correct it. But you didn't need to do that because animals don't care. I have to scratch off one here. I did. Yeah. So we also meet Nuka and Vitani, the brother and sister of Kovu. Now Vitani looks just like Zira, but come on, both of the boys look like Scar. Clearly, they're both intended to be the sons of Scar. I mean, even Nuka's whole thing is that he's jealous of Kovu getting all the attention, and they are brothers. So it makes sense that he would want to honor Scar, although Nuka is decisively older, so where the hell was he during the... I don't know. And yeah. I've had to mention the song We Are One. It's basically the speech that Mufasa gives Simba in the first one about everything the light touches and all that, and telling that everybody in the Pride Lands, we are one. We should all be together. Except for them over there. No, won't worry about that. But everyone else. Yeah, it's kind of, counterproductive to say, we are all one. Except them. Fuck them. But everyone else. Yeah, we're all one. By the way, one of the visuals they show is a wildebeest helping a baby wildebeest while he's singing about we should all be one, and I went, but that's your food. We were showing that you have to be one with all the animals, but that's your food. You eat wildebeests. And again, you could also go, we are one with all these creatures, even these creatures that killed your grandpa, but we are one with them. I also want to point out the singing voices. Can we stop replacing Jason Marsden in the singing voice? He can sing, you know. They did this with the Goofy movie. Replaced him with Portman from the Mighty Ducks. And Aaron Lohr. Remember that. Now, they replace Kovu's actual voice, which is Jason Marsden, with the singing voice, Gene Miller. It was when they were singing Love Can Find a Way, I'm like, that's not Jason Marsden. It's not even Neve Campbell. It's Liz Calloway, I think, that neither of them sing. And even Matthew, what the is his name? Ferris Bueller. He's replaced with Cam Clark, who was Leonardo in Ninja Turtles, the original animated Ninja Turtles. But in Cam Clark's case, he can actually sound like Matthew Broderick. I remember the name. Whereas you can tell it's not Jason Marsden. It's when Gene Miller sings. Robert Guillaume gets to sing his own song, In You Bandy, which love. Excuse me. He's trying to make them fall in love because Mufasa from up there said so. Yes. Yeah. Well, he's still infiltrating, but you know, he and Simba decided to have a talk, and it ends up in a trap, even though he didn't set it. They just knew where they were going for some reason. How did Zira know where they were going? I know she's watching them, but whatever. And it's a trap, and Nuka ends up dying. Who cares? Seriously, who cares? And then we get another song where Kovu is banished from the Pride Lands. Deception, disgrace, evil as plain as the scar on his face. Deception and outrage, disgrace, for shame. He asked for trouble the moment he came. Yes. Ooh, I got the goose pimples. Ooh, that's new. I get myself the goose pimples. I love that song. Those are the three songs. We Are One. No. He Lives in You is one. Upendi and this one. We Are One is good. I sang along to it, but yeah. That was But eventually it becomes a stare down, a fight between the Outlanders and the Pride Rock Lions. But Kiara and Kovu, they come in and they talk all of the Outland Lions to come together, except for Zira and even Vitani, except for Zira. And so then Zira meets her end trying to run away, I think, or trying to fight. She falls off a waterfall. I think she survives, though. She doesn't die from that, does she? I don't know. It's not as conclusive as Scar's. They even say that the hyenas left after what happened with Scar. By the way, Zira's little pep talk is full of bullshit. She's like, who killed Scar? Simba. No. Simba fell. No. Scar fell, but it was the hyenas that killed Scar, not Simba. No. But I can see that she's, putting in hyperbole to confuse him and, But they never even bring up the hyenas, so I don't know. Yeah, this was really good. It's pretty good. We celebrate with all of them up on Pride Rock and another baby, I think. I don't remember. It just happened, but yeah. Instrumental version of We Are One. Yeah. Things of note. Originally, Kathleen Turner was supposed to be the voice of Zira. She went on a talk show to confirm it, and then was taken out of the production. And originally Zazu was going to have a girlfriend, but it was also removed. And Cheech Marin even said that at least his character of the hyenas was going to come back, but that also never happened. Me thinks that there are some deleted scenes out there that make reference to him being Scar's son that they couldn't change the things to. Because, yeah, and then they already had Kathleen Turner recording the vocals, saying that it was Scar's son, and they couldn't get her back, or there was an argument or something, and she was replaced. I don't know. There's nothing ever confirmed. It's just a theory. No. But yeah, it's one of the better direct-to-video sequels. This and Aladdin King of Thieves, I think, are two of the best. But, yeah. And then many moons later, they gave us The Lion King 3. Hold on. Sorry. That is The Lion King 1.5. We'll talk about it next time. So what are your thoughts on The Lion King 2? Leave in the comments below. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching. I've been Scott, and I'll see you in the next one.